Good morning. I wanted to share with you this morning a few things about BroncoMail authentication now that we have SSO enabled. Here I have a Google Chrome window open up, and you can see that Gmail is one of the options here on Google Chrome. If I was to select that, it brings me to a page to log in. This is something we've been able to do for a while, very common to a lot of people. If I begin to type my username here for u.boisestate.edu and I put in my password, we can see that it looks like I have failed. Now if I look at the error message closely, it says to sign in with this account, click sign in. Now there isn't a button that says sign in. It does say continue, and it will redirect me to the new SSO page. Now I want to explain this a little further, so I'll start a new tab. I'll hit Gmail again. What it's doing is when I type in my username at u.boisestate.edu, it looks at the domain u.boisestate.edu and it says I cannot use this authentication. So I'm going to type that in again. And it really actually doesn't even matter what the password is at this point. Now, if I try putting in a password here, you can hear me trying to click. I cannot type anything in that password. The only option I have is to continue. You may deal with a student that says, I can't access my account. And it says, well, what is the problem? Well, they know their username, they know their password. They might say, I'm having other problems. And it will kind of go through a mediation process. If you get this phone call, explain to them that they need to click the sign in button here, and then they need to click the continue button to bring them to the SSO authentication. Now in testing we've done a lot of different things here. If one goes to Drive, notice that it goes to accounts.google.com in the URL. If you go to Calendar directly, it redirects to accounts. Anything that redirects to accounts is going to display this methodology. If I go to gmail.com, it goes to accounts. It's going to work this same way. There is a back door if you really need it, and that is if you go to google.com/a/u.boisestate.edu. So that's www.google.com/a/u.boisestate.edu. It brings you to an authentication that is not accounts, and so that will allow me to sign in to BroncoMail without going through the SSO. Also, if you go to sites.google.com/a/u.boisestate.edu, it brings you to this page. Now this should be common for those of you that have gone directly to sites. When you click sign in to Boise State BroncoMail, that brings you to the SSO page. I know there's a lot of questions and complexity, a little bit different than we're used to. Just to sum up what we've learned thus far, if the entry method into Google Apps is something other than directly to the SSO page, when you type in the URL, you put in your full username at u.boisestate.edu. If it is on an accounts page, it will ask you to click continue before you get the SSO page. If you have any questions, please let us know.